Today we are going to do an activity that is very similar to the activity that we did yesterday, where we have to find a number.
When you first started adding up the harder stuff, I wouldn't get it so well, I wouldn't understand so well. And I didn't ask questions because then I thought everybody would say I wasn't that smart.
When everybody else was getting it and was answering the questions, I got really worried that I wouldn't be able to get it.
When the pennies are put in groups of 2, there's 1 penny left over. When they are put in groups of 3, 5, and 6, there is also 1 penny left over. But when they're put in groups of 7, there are no pennies left over. How many pennies could there be? What does it mean when we say groups of? What do you think that means?
That means something about groups of specific numbers, it says, when it's asking about it.
Okay. Can you give me an example just to make sure?
For example, 5, there's groups of 5, 2 groups of 5.
When my teacher helped us have a long time to answer our questions, it felt like answering a problem wasn't exactly impossible. You could figure it out.
Now, yesterday, we had a bunch of tools that you could utilize to help you. And you can use anything you want, anything that you think you and your partner would need to solve this problem.
I think as a child, you feel powerless sometimes. And so in my class, I absolutely try to give the students choice in lots of things. I have regular seats. I have places where kids can sit on the floor. They just need to make the right choice. What's best for them to work successfully?
I have an idea. Why don't we use the 7s first? Because then we can figure out firstly how much groups of 7. That is a good idea.
In math, you could tell that some people didn't understand so well, and we could just ask questions freely without being judged. We felt safe.
I'm pretty sure 23 would work. Let's read the problem again. The answer is when all these match the criteria and they're 1 remaining left.
For example, it's fine to make mistakes. If you go fast in math, it's more likely to make more mistakes.
Some people can go really fast and get all the answers right, and some people can go slow and still get all the answers right, and it's okay to go at your own pace.
When I first came across Jo's work, I thought that it really spoke to me in that she's directly hitting a need we have with kids learning math, which is everyone is struggling at some point, and whether your struggle is now or your struggle is later, if you stick through it, and you utilize things around you, friends, the internet, manipulatives, whatever it is, that you can find yourself through it. I think the most important thing that I wanted to show today was that my students embraced the struggle, that no one gave up, not one group, no matter how hard it was.
The process of a pit was the top was something that was easy, and then when you start going down, it's when you don't understand the problem and you start getting worried and you get confused. And then when you're climbing out the pit, it's when you're getting relief and you're understanding the topic, and this topic is getting more and more easy for you.
The amount of brain work that's going on right now is unbelievable. If we stopped right this second, I would be just satisfied knowing that this stumped so many people.
So I think the string would connect from one concept to the other concept, and there would be a little paper and it would have why they are connected together. When I looked at the string and the little answer, it helped me understand why those 2 concepts, I can use them together. It was the students who were coming up with the connections. So a student would raise their hand and say how those 2 concepts are somehow related.
I just think it's so important that people start adopting this type of teaching in maths, but also everywhere. I mean, there were kids today that when they figured something out, they were so excited.
I think I found the answer. Oh my God, just by doing all of this, I think I already found the answer. Look.
We do things in math class that we can do for reading and for writing and for understanding nonfiction text. All of it is, very fluid. And so when you start using these types of techniques and this kind of pedagogy, I think that you end up seeing how successful kids are throughout everything.